Luigi, you've probably heard of him. He's the guy who allegedly shot and killed UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He is now on trial. A lot of us have been wondering, when is this thing gonna get going? But new details are starting to actually trickle out. First of all, we have the body camera footage of the actual arrest. In this video, you're gonna see police confronting him at a McDonald's.
Yes, sir. There you go. Here, put your mask down real quick for me. Yeah, sure. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. What's your name?
Mark.
What is it?
Mark.
Mark?
Yes, sir.
Mark what?
Rosario.
Rosario? Someone called, they thought you were suspicious.
Oh, okay.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
I thought she looked like someone, feel free to, run for it.
So you see them confronting him. They ask who he is. He says Mark. They run his ID and they realized that he was lying. And it reminds me of the classic Jim Gaffigan bit about lying to cover up a murder and how you're technically allowed to because nobody ever just gets mad about the lie, really. But anyway, they eventually, of course, arrest him. Prior to the arrest, he said something to the cop that stood out. Officer Stephen Fox said, "He told me he had a jar of peanut butter in his coat pocket. He told me he had a knife in his right pants pocket." And so they search him. And this is a really important part of the case that might, I don't know, entirely derail the thing because it's now being alleged that the way they went about this wasn't the way they were supposed to. And some of this evidence might not be admissible in front of the actual jury. So they search him. Authorities claim that when police returned to the station, they discovered a handgun, a silencer, and a notebook allegedly containing a manifesto expressing a desire to whack a health insurance CEO. Somewhat inconclusive, that could mean a lot of different things. Now, obviously, that's pretty bad evidence and would be, I assume, very persuasive to a jury. But if they didn't actually get the warrant, if they didn't read him his rights, if some of this stuff can't be shown to the jury, then that could really hurt their case. You can see a photo, by the way, of the stuff that they took from him. He had quite a bit there at the time. You can see a photo of the gun as well. Photo of what looks like a whole bunch of bills laid out, and then the actual note right there. You can have things like check reports for current situation, breaking continuity, sort of the plan and a little map. And I haven't seen anything that implies that this is anything other than the actual stuff that they found on him. Like, I haven't seen any statement from him that it isn't authentic, but like, it also kind of feels like if you were to like put together what's the perfect kit to prove that this person did it. There's a map on a piece of paper and like basically just an I did it like confession almost. Again, I'm not saying it's not authentic. Evidently it is. But yeah, my producer is like pointing out, it's a little bit like the bullets they kept finding next to shooters that are like, I did it. And also I'm super woke or whatever. It's like, it's almost too much. And I'm not saying that it's too much for me, but it could end up being too much for the jury. I don't know. What do you think, Sharon?
I think you hit the nail on the head here. Okay, I understand that you're not conclusively saying this is fake, but look at the climate we're in, right? Remember how this started, and this is no indication of agreement to shooting a man in the back in cold blood, shooting him like a dog in the street. Having said that, there are tons of people who hate the healthcare system and believe it is murdering their loved ones. They actually believe that because look at the decisions that are being made and people are dying as a result. Then you have this weird fascination with this guy and his perfect eyebrows and his good looks. And the fact that he's super brilliant. Look how he graduated the top of his class and everybody talked about him. He's from this rich family, on and on and on. And you're gonna have a jury pool that's gonna have perhaps a lot of people who represent the way you laid it out. This is a little too perfect here. You would think of every case that's out there, you would dot your I's and cross your T's on this one.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance that he has superb attorneys representing him, money behind him. We mentioned the climate. He could get off.
Yeah. And again, all of this is allegations. I would say with all of this, it seems like he might have done it, maybe, I don't know. But also, and I see people saying this in the chat, he kept all of this stuff on him. Like, even if you believe that he had it at one point, the map and the PowerPoint presentation of how he did it, he kept it like out of nostalgia or something. Like he wanted a memento, and that's possible. Sometimes, people who commit crimes do stuff like that. It just, like, I think back to the shooters from a couple months ago, like they got in trouble because they disposed of stuff, but not in a way that actually distanced themselves enough. Like they still got caught, but they tried to get rid of it. He kept like a perfect, like, I don't know, like it's like he could do like a video on YouTube of like, watch me get ready and what I'm carrying, and it's everything a shooter needs. I don't know. It seems a little bit strange. That's all I'm saying. We'll see as more information comes out, assuming this thing, goes forward in the way we expect.